Okay, so today we're going to create a text-to-speech application in Microsoft Visual Studio. You can use 2010, 2013, or 2015. It really doesn't matter. And we're going to be programming in visualbasic.net. So it's going to be really straightforward and really simple. There's not a lot of code to write. When you're done, it should look something like this. If not exactly like this, you'll have a rich text box to insert text, a button that will allow the application to speak, and a button that will make it stop speaking if you desire that.
Hello world.
It'll be using the Microsoft default voice unless you have a different voice installed on your machine, which I won't be showing you how to do that. And also, before we get started with the tutorial, if you'd like to just watch it and not actually follow along, the project files will be included in the description. That way you can download it, look at the code, and maybe change it for yourself. Okay, so first things first, what you want to do is create a new project inside of Visual Studio using Visual Basic Windows and a Windows Form application with the .NET Framework 4.5. I'm pretty sure you can use the .NET Framework 4 and higher, but we're just going to be using 4.5 in this tutorial. Go ahead and name your application. I'm just going to name it TTS because that's short for text to speech. And the first thing you'll need to do is resize your form and set a few things so that it doesn't get messed up. We're going to make this a fixed single under form border style. And then we're going to go all the way down to the bottom, and we're going to set the maximize box value to false so that the form can't be resized in any way. It'll just stay one size. Also, just for a little bit of an extra look, we want to change the start position to the center screen, and that'll put it right in the middle of Windows. Before we can actually start coding or add anything in, we need to add a reference. So you want to go up here to Project, Add Reference, and you want to go down, scroll through until you find system.speech, and you want to check the little box and hit OK. Now that we have that, we want to go ahead and add a rich text box. Go ahead and resize it, get it where you want it to be. And you also want to go ahead and add two buttons, one which will allow the application to speak and one which will make it be quiet. Let's go ahead and resize that. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to copy and paste the button so it's the same size. You don't have to rename the buttons or anything like that, but we do want to change the text. Go ahead and change button 1 to speak and change button 2 to stop. So that way we know what the button's functions are. Alright, you want to go ahead and double click form 1 to get into the form load event. You want to go up here to where it says public class, hit enter a few times, and we need to import a few things. So we're going to go ahead and do imports system.speech as well as imports system.speech.synthesis. And notice I'm not typing because Visual Studio has a wonderful thing where you can just click and it'll write it out for you. You don't have to spend the time typing it. And it's actually much quicker. I like to use that. Alright, so in the actual form class, you want to go ahead and enter a few times up here, and we need to create a new speech synthesizer. So we want to do dim speaker as new speech synthesizer, and that'll be the actual speaker per se who is pronouncing everything that is written in the text box. Next, we want to go ahead and go over to the speak button, double click it, and this is your button one click. So when you click this button, we want to do speaker dot speak async dot rich text box 1. Actually, excuse me, you wanted to put parentheses and you want to write in there rich text box 1 dot text, and right there, and that'll actually allow the speaker to say what's inside of the text box. So say we want to say hello, and he'll say hello. Now we have a problem that if we have a long sentence or a paragraph, that the speaker won't stop. It'll just keep going until it finishes. And so in order to fix that, we can't dispose of the actual speaker or the speech synthesizer because you can't get it back. So the way that I did this is I do speaker dot speak async cancel all, and this will stop the actual speaker from saying what they're saying, or the speech synthesizer from functioning, but it won't dispose of it. And lastly, what you want to do is go ahead and we're going to create, or we're actually going to change this here sub. We're going to change it to handles, I believe, mybase dot closing, form closing. So change that to mybase dot form closing, and in here we want to do speaker dot dispose. Alright, and now that we have speaker dot dispose, when you close the application, it'll dispose of the speaker, and the actual application itself will close entirely. You have no more problems. And so we have a fully functioning text-to-speech program. And so we're just going to go ahead and cut that and just paste it a bunch of times.
Hello, 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 hello,
and it stops.
hello, 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 hello.
And you can make it speak again. And this was pretty straightforward. And like I said, all the files will be in the description for you to download from my original project, not the one that we see here in the tutorial. And I will be back with another project where I will show you how to do a speech-to-text program, which is also probably going to be fairly easy, but I have to look up a few things. I don't remember exactly how to do it, but I will be bringing that to you probably in the next video.